The way we choose who we would support philanthropically is getting to be a more difficult process all the time. The attitude that I used to have before we got some good advice was that we used to give anybody that asked for anything got $1,000 gift. It didn't really matter what it was. It was just, we'll give you some token support. Where we changed in that is we got some very good advice from a consultant in Toronto about the difference between charity and philanthropy, and really trying to do things that are much more meaningful today. And we really try to have an attitude towards things of where can we give a leg up, and not just support causes that are guilt causes. I think philanthropy is doing something that is substantial, long-lasting, will have a long-lasting effect, where charitable gifts are something that you do on a short-term basis that are more supportive of an organization but not necessarily involved. Part of the problem we have, and it's a good problem and a bad problem about the number of charities, is that the perfect example is cancer. You will have 100 cancer organizations, all with overhead and administrative costs, and they all have their own specialty, and there may be 20 that have to do with breast cancer or prostate cancer, and they're very uncoordinated. They all go after money, they all have overhead, and it's not a very streamlined system. The flip side of that is that they're usually driven by somebody who has a special need that can't get that need satisfied by any of the other organizations that exist. So they end up recreating another organization if they're driven enough in order to get the need that they have or foresee met. But cancer is probably the most prolific group of organizations there is, and I'm not saying any of that's bad, but there's a tremendous amount of overhead associated with the fact that they're so uncoordinated.